Had kind of a start of a rough night last night. A client called me. He was pretty upset. He got another invoice for some repairs we did on his boat. And I just explained to him what was going on, what happened. I stayed calm. And he started coming around, and turns out the reason he was upset is because he told me that he had already hired somebody to do these repairs that we had done, or some of them anyways, that we had just replaced everything. It was a waste of money and he didn't want to pay it. Well, turns out the other people he hired, I guess, didn't do the work because the parts that were involved were all submerged in water. And he said they were all new. And I'm like, no, we took video and had multiple pictures of everything we were doing. And, you know, I can't tell you, we try to do that on every boat. And that's really important in other aspects of life, car repair, whatever. Take video, man. Because we sent those videos to him, totally shut him down. Went and met with him at the boat this morning. I showed him the parts, and he's fired his captain, fired the other guy who took his money and didn't do the work, told us to get paid. So yeah, video and pictures saved the day. Made me feel good. He was very happy with our work. But boy, the way he started wasn't too good. But anyways, let's go down here and check on the boys. We're doing a couple heat exchangers on some Volvos. Here we are on this boat. This poor guy got taken for a ride on this boat. Supposedly even had a survey done and they said everything was good. Well, definitely is not. Boat's in real rough shape. Ray, how's it going down there?
Pretty good.
Chris, our TV, that should fix that up.
Yeah, you know why it broke?
No.
Look at the size of the box that everything came in, and look at the size of the gas tank.
Oh, they freaking folded them.
Yeah.
Well, if you can see that guy right there, stealthy critter hunting. Barracuda, little one. Yeah, who do we have here? Let's go see what we got going on. Oh, hey, Mel, sleeping on a job. Here's your air conditioning strainer. And you see all these shells down here? That was all inside there. If your strainer looks like this, it's no wonder that even with the valve open right here on the through hull, we're getting no water flow, because this whole thing is probably full of shells because it hasn't been cleaned in a long time. You need to be cleaning these things like every 2 weeks. You got to be checking it, or even more if there's weed in the marina and all that. You can see all these shells here, oysters and mussels and whatnot. Got to keep these things clean. We're going to find out if the clog is in the strainer scoop or if it's in the hose. I have a suspicion that it's in the strainer scoop. All right, good news, AJ. It's in the hose.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, let's see. The whole hose is loose anyways. No, I'm just going to take it off. Hey, we need to make sure we get all these shells out of here. Well, that's part of the problem. None of these fittings are tight. So like I'm trying to get the hose off and the fittings are... So we're going to have to redo all this. All right. Take this. Careful. So we have flow coming from the through hull. You can see that. But these fittings are all like not even tight, so we might be sucking air. So we're going to have to unmount this thing. And of course, you can't spin this to tighten it because it's right there. Yeah. We'll have to unmount this and redo it. But this is all full of shells in here too. All right, let's go outside. Let's see. Just bang it on the ground a couple times. Is there anything in there? Oh, there you go. Yep, there's something in there. There's a chunk. There's a bunch of chunks. Mud. Ah. Oh, yeah. See all the crud in there? Here, I got this right here. Ready? That'd be part of that'd be. Yep. There's still more in there. You know what? Yeah.
Get a new hose?
Yeah, let's get a new hose. Okay. This has still got all kinds of crap in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Here. New hose, new clamps. You're going to, unfortunately, the way that is down there, you're going to have to unmount that to get that fitting tight. Yeah, because that elbow.
Yeah.
So I unscrewed that because it was so loose. It was easier to get out of that. So what you're going to have to do is take that pump strainer loose and the pump probably, tighten that elbow down, maybe try to clock it so it's this way, so then you can put that nipple in and then replace that hose. So yeah, but let's replace this hose. Just go to West Marine. Okay, so we're going to end up taking that all apart, replumbing it all, new fittings, new hose, because it's all messed up. Everything's loose too, all the fittings are, so I'm going to redo them all. Now I'm going to go do some quality checks on a couple boats. Stopped and got myself an iced tea at Harpoon Harry's. We're just doing a quick quality check on this. I already was down there. Everything's looking good. And we'll call this job done. First quality check's done. Let's go down here to the gray Ponga. We had to put in a whole new throttle quadrant, and it was quite the chore because the engines are older and they didn't make the throttle quadrant anymore. So we had to take a new throttle quadrant, and then we had to flash the ECMs on the engines with new software. And Chris did good. He got it working out. So I'm just coming over to check the binnacle. I guess we're not done yet. Chris made this. So we gotta get this cleaned up and cut the hole. We got to router all these edges, make it look all nice and fancy, and then we can mount the binnacle right here. So that'll be good. Okay. All right. Now I'm heading to the office or the house, either one. I don't know which. I guess I'll just go to the house and start doing paperwork. Love paperwork. Not really. Well, I guess it's kind of slow downtown and in Key West when the Fury Water Sports is closed. It means it's pretty slow down here. But I do have a question for you. We have a client, we take care of their boat, and they are getting ready to sell it. And the buyers had oil samples taken. They have Cummins engines in there. Both engines came back with high aluminum. I am not exactly sure why they would come back with high aluminum. And I'm curious if anybody out there knows why a Cummins engine would come back with the oil sample showing high aluminum. I don't know. If anybody knows, let me know, because I'm gonna have to do some research to find out. Client requested we do a quick sea trial. We did, his engines were at 350 hours, 356. He wants a sea trial. He's the out of town guy, and when he shows up, he doesn't want any problems. So we're pulling out of Stock Island Yacht Club right now. We'll go get him up to full RPMs, run around for a few minutes, and then come back. I got AJ with me today.
Hello.
We're heading out the channel. Let's see here.
Nice glassy day for a boat ride. I was kind of jealous that we can't stay out longer. No tunes?
Nope. Copyright, man.
Copyright.
Yeah. No tunes for YouTube videos.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to check this real quick back here, AJ. Make sure this is empty. Yep. Okay. Yep. Lower unit's got to come back off.
Oh, does it?
You guys didn't get the shift rod hooked up right. So I got AJ with me today.
Hello.
And got a couple air conditioners that aren't working or something. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. So Nick says this is the culprit right here. Oh, the cooling light came on. So let's go down into the engine room and see if the compressor's actually running. Hey, grab me that flashlight, will you? Please. Screwdriver and multimeter, please. It's a multi-screwdriver. It's like 10 in 1. Hey, bring the gauges too. It's calling for cool, but this is the salon unit. Calling for cool, but it's not cooling. So we're going to open up the box and see if one of the capacitors blew or what is going on. And it's a 417 alpha unit. It doesn't sound good. I can hear the compressor trying to run. Hear the compressor trying to run. It's starting to get warm, but it's buzzing a little bit. So we're going to check these capacitors real quick. Let's see that.
Is that fancy little tool?
That's a test set for a capacitor. Could be this one. The thing is bulged a little bit. I always discharge the capacitors first. So this one's rated for 145 to 175 microfarads. So let's see what we get. This might be the problem. Capacitor's no good. But since we're here with that, remember, always discharge them first. So to discharge them, you just take them and put a piece of metal across the two sides, and it discharges it, shorts it out. Otherwise, you can get bit. This is a run capacitor, and it's rated for 35. Since we're going to test this one too. 35 plus or minus 5. I would just take these filter bowls off, but I don't want all that water around here because I got electrical right there. And you know what happens when water and electricity and me get together? It ends up hurting. Temp sensor plug. Circuit boards were so big on these old units, they had to put the capacitors in a whole separate box.
I was about to ask, why does this one look different than...
Because it's older than hell. It doesn't look too healthy. See that little white disc in there? That's the blowout plug.
Oh, this right there?
Yeah, that thing right there. It's not looking quite right to me. No good. Short. There's another one that's no good.
I don't have high hopes for that other one laying in there. It looks a bit rusty.
Yeah, it's a lot rusty. See that spot of solder right there? So that's the blowout for this one. But we'll check it. We're going to replace it anyways because we had to take it out. It looks original. 15. Just going to back myself up here. Well, Well, it says open, so that's no good. Where's that other one? The little resistor? Yeah, it's supposed to be reading 15 to 25, and it's reading 0.2. Nope, we're coming out. You're gonna run to the store. All right, well, those odds are kind of high. I think something must have happened because he's got 4 capacitors, 2 on each air conditioning unit that are no good. We're gonna run and go pick up some new ones and replace them all. I don't know, kind of strange, but it is what it is. So we'll see what happens when we put the new ones in. Hopefully everything powers up and runs. So I was just in the neighborhood working over there on that other boat, and this is my friend's boat. I thought I'd stop by and check on it. They don't come down very often. They don't use it very often. They live in Tennessee. Let's check the bow real quick. Yeah, I guess the pelicans have been here. Well, they knocked that bird's thing off. This one's all out of whack. All right, everything else looks pretty good here. When AJ gets back from the AC store with the capacitors, we'll have him put those back in, put that all back together. Then he's gonna come back over here to the one we just checked. The air conditioning strainer needs to all be cleaned out. So I'm sure it's like an aquarium in there. And then I gotta run downtown and do some quality checks and go talk to some people. All right, our 2 Maritimos, they were both right over here. They both got out of town. We ended up doing a lot of warranty work on those 2 boats. When you turn this back on, don't be sitting right here. Well, no, because something can happen and it can blow up. And when these go off, they're like a shotgun shell going off. So you got to be careful. In the meantime, we'll just put the cover on here. All right, go flip that breaker on.
Need some protection.
Yeah, just a salon. Yep. We're gonna let that run for a few minutes. We're gonna put the gauges on it. Where's the old capacitors at? I need that little jumper wire off that one. She's running. Mm-hmm. Let's see if the breaker tripped.
You want me to try and turn the breaker off?
Yeah, turn the breaker off and back on again. It's running. Go push the down button on the thing. On the.
Is it in that room that you're in?
Yeah. Whoa, whoa! Shut it off! Shut it off!
What's going on?
Shut it off! The breaker.
It's off.
The breaker's off.
Breaker's off.
Lots of smoke.
Lots of smoke?
Yeah. I'm betting it burned up another capacitor. Yeah, we just leave that alone for a while.
Yeah, let that cool down.
Yeah. Start capacitor has started to cook itself. We're gonna have to come back to that one. Let that cool off for a few more minutes. It's just really, really hot. Yeah, careful. So we're just gonna put this back for now.
Do you have any theories on why I did that?
Probably because that compressor is old and it's hard to start. I'm gonna go talk to Nick. We're gonna leave everything. We're gonna leave these filters off. When I'm downtown checking on some boats, I'll pick one up. I need those old capacitors though.
Yeah, very much.
All right, well, we're 1 for 1 on that. We got the salon running, but I need to go pick up a special capacitor for that starboard stateroom. We're gonna put a super boost in there because that old compressor is not happy. So, but that a lot of times I can get them to run with those. We'll see about that. I need to call, oh, there's Nick down there. I'll go talk to him.